biological father. Zach had to go to jail for a few months last year. I needed someone to help me get by, and I got together with a man named Vince. The minute Zach got home, I left Vince to be back with him. But when I found out I was pregnant, I couldn't be sure who the father was. My best friend Daniel came back into my life while Zach was away too. We've been close since we were kids. But one night, we had too many drinks and slept together. I know it sounds bad, but you can't imagine how sorry I am for causing this. It's my fault, but I'm trying to make things right. I'm just praying that this test proves that Zach is Connor's father.
So now there's another twist to this story that everybody has to understand before we go forward. Zach knows that there are 3 possible fathers. Daniel knows that there are 3 possible fathers. But Vince, who's in seclusion now, he only thinks it's between him and Zach and has no idea about the 3rd guy, Daniel. So he's going to find out when he comes out here. What an emotional roller coaster you've been on.
It's been hell going through all this. I mean, you know, to find out one, but then to find out one of your best friends could possibly be the father also. I mean, it's just a living hell.
Okay. Did you know that she was with Vince?
Well, yeah, see, I knew that she, you know, I was away, right? You know, she has to have a way to survive and have a place to sleep and, you know, eat and all that and whatnot. So, I mean, I completely understand that. And if it was to be intimate, not irresponsibly intimate, you know what I'm saying?
In other words, wear some protection.
Exactly, right. Exactly.
So, when did you learn that she was pregnant? When you got out?
I was still on work release when I found out she was pregnant. I mean, I was really excited because, you know, we've been together for 5 years. We also have a little girl together. She's 3, okay? So I wanted to have a boy with her and was hoping it was going to be a boy. So when I did find out, I was just grateful that she was even pregnant.
Right. And when did she tell you about the other 2?
Well, see, look, she was about 6 months pregnant when she told me about Vince. Honestly, I really didn't think it could be his, but also, if she was being irresponsible, it could be.
When did she all of a sudden tell you about your friend, your mutual friend, Daniel?
My son's 6 weeks old, and I didn't find out until after he was born.
I see. Have you forgiven him, by the way?
Actually, as a matter of fact, I have, because the only way to get through it is to forgive him and Marlena at that, because
Were you at the hospital when Connor was born?
I was there through her pregnancy. I was there at the hospital. I took care of him while he was in the NICU. Marlena had E. coli. She couldn't even go take care of him. I had to. I almost lost my job over it.
And was Vince at the hospital?
Nope, not one time.
What do you think of Vince?
I absolutely hate Vince. He is a sorry, low-down piece of trash.
Now here comes the big question, Zach. There are 3 guys. There's one little baby boy. Who do you think he looks like?
He's got a mole on his head like I do right here. And when he yawns, he looks like me. And when he sleeps, he looks like me. But I see Vince in him so much. But I don't know if that's just because I'm seeing what I want to see.
You see any of Daniel in him?
I don't even see Daniel in him, man.
You know, Vince doesn't know about Daniel.
No, he doesn't.
Do you know that Vince wants to be the father?
I don't know if that's just a ploy to try to get back with Marlena or if he really wants to be a father, because he's very irresponsible. He couldn't take care of a kid if he wanted to.
You have a request for our audience, because we're going to bring out your woman, Marlena.
I don't want them to boo her at all, because that's the mother of my kids, and that's my fiance. I don't want her disrespected in any way whatsoever. I love her.
Here's Marlena. You know, if I had a mate like that, I don't think I'd be finding somebody else's arms to fall into.
He wasn't there at the time.
You're broken over this, aren't you?
I am. I love Zachary, and this is tearing our family apart.
If you love me, why did you get with Vince like that?
It's kind of the way, as I understand it, Marlena, the way you were brought up as a woman. You know, a woman has to get along when she is by herself. Is that right?
That is correct.
In order to survive.
It's how I was raised.
But you have to be responsible.
What is responsible?
Safe sex.
He says he was so excited when you told him you were pregnant, right?
He was. He was very excited.
When did you tell Vince that he could be the father?
Zachary was still gone, and I didn't tell him until later that it was a possibility that he wasn't.
And what about Daniel? Is that a possibility or not?
It was around the same time, but I don't believe so.
We've asked Zach who Connor looks like. Who do you think he looks like?
I think he looks like Zachary. The mole on top of both of their heads is very uncommon, especially when he, like Zach said, when he yawns or when he's sleeping, he's just like him.
And you want Zach to be the father, of course.
Of course I do. I know that you have doubts, but you know he's yours, Zach.
I don't know that.
What happens if Vince wants to be in his life if he's the father?
No, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to let that happen.
Okay, we might as well meet Vince, right? He wants to be the father. He's not a friend of yours. You don't like him much at all. We'll find out what happens. Vince, come on out. Here's Vince. Vince, did you know the circumstances when Zach went away that, you know, they had to... You didn't know?
Not a clue.
You did know that he was gone. You did know we had 5-year history.
Did not know what was going on with y'all.
Dude, hold on now. You know for 100% fact that she was coming to me in your car. You come and dropped her off and
that's when I started. That's when you got in working lease, man. That's when you got in working lease.
No, yeah, it was when I was in working lease, yes.
What did she tell you when she got pregnant?
She told me it was mine.
Might not be.
So then why would you let him be in the life and not me?
It's always about what you want to be with me
I
or
have
anything
been here
else.
since day one for that kid and you.
How?
You haven't been at the hospital.
I've given you my car, gave you a place to live. I always made sure you got some food and money.
I've been there since day one.
I've been here. You have been in jail, okay?
I wasn't in jail when he was born. I was at the hospital. I went to